Hey guys, it's your boy BlackOGJesus, or as my YouTube channel says, Black. Oh, Jesus. Never get tired of that. I don't know, one day I was just fucking walking, one day I was just walking, on the track, by the park I live by. It's like right there. Um, Not, not. I like I'm just pointing like you guys know what direction I'm talking about. um, but yeah, one day I was like fucking. One day that just popped in my head, and then bam, I fucking made it my YouTube channel intro. Hey guys, it's your boy BlackOGJesus, or my YouTube channel says Black. Oh Jesus. All right then. Um, let's get into it. If women were held accountable, in my personal in my personal opinion, if women were held accountable, um, first things of all, if women are held accountable, there would be so many more women in fucking prison. You want to know how many stories I hear of MGTOW men, or just I don't know if there are other stories. Well, I don't know if the men are MGTOW or not, but other stories that I be hearing of men being abused by their female spouse. Um, I heard this one story where this fucking bitch. It was a random YouTube comment. I don't know what video I was watching. I think it might have been a Tom Likas video or an Angry MGTOW video. I'm not entirely sure. But one guy was commenting that fucking one of his wives sliced his face open with a knife, a kitchen knife, one of those like really big, like one of those Michael Myers kitchen knives. She basically sliced his face open, leaving a scar, a big ass, ugly, permanent scar on his face. Um, and she gets no jail time. She doesn't get in trouble, and her reasonings for doing it were pretty stupid or petty. She did it because he got angry. No, I said that shit backwards. She did it because he made her angry for whatever reason. I can't remember the entire thing of. I can't remember the entire comment because it was like this long of a comment. So, but I remember some of the things he was saying. So as I was saying, the fucking bitch sliced his face open with a Michael Myers knife. Um, and she gets no fucking jail time, or doesn't even have to pay the hospital bill. Like, if women were held accountable, that bitch would be in prison for at least okay, I don't know about 5 years, but I know she would be doing some jail time for a good number of, at least a few years, like maybe 1, 2, or at least a year, maybe. I don't fucking know, man. But see, with females are so privileged that they can do shit like that, and nothing happens to them. They might get a little slap on the wrist, and the judge might be like, "Hey, don't do that again," and then that's it. But if it was a man doing, if it was a man that had did that, say some woman, I'm gonna make a perfect scenario. Ah shit, the hands are rubbing. Okay, here's a scenario I just like created in my head. Say and this scenario probably happened before, and it probably, yeah, it probably has happened, and if it hasn't, it's gonna eventually happen in the society we live in. It wouldn't surprise me if it happened, which is kind of sad. Um, okay. Shit, I kind of forgot what my example. Um, shit, we have the code red, guys. Okay, I remembered like 5 seconds after I paused the video because I didn't want to waste your guys' time. Hope you appreciate that. Okay, now let's say I go in, no, not into a store. Okay, let's just say I'm chilling in my house, right? And I invite some chick ask to come over and hang out, and she brings a friend. And I'm like, all right, yeah, sure, whatever. Um, okay, before I continue, this may not be the best scenario, but it's just an example. Now, say she comes over to my house, even though I said it was the perfect example, but okay, whatever. Now, she asked to come over to my house, and she brings a friend, and I say whatever, sure, fine. Now, let's say she comes over here with a bad attitude, being mean. Um, well, the real question is why, like, why the fuck would I just randomly invite like two chicks to my house? Cause fucking nowadays, um, well, it's not like it's my house. I don't have my own house yet. I live with my parents for now. I can't wait to get my own place, which hopefully should be by the end of 2018 or the beginning ish of 2019. But continuing, say this bitch was like starting problems, being dramatic, and being overly emotional, and I'm just trying to calm her down, and I'm wondering, listen to the way I sound. What the hell? I sound like a simp. Why would I just let some bitch come over to my house and then let her bitch about whatever she's bitching about or whatever she's emotional about? God damn, I sound like a fucking simp. But I'm just making an example. Just pointing that out there for the third time. Now then, say I'm listening to this bitch about whatever she's bitching about, and then I throw her, I throw like suggestions, solving her problems, or talking to her about her problems. We all know how women are. When you solve their problems, they just bitch more or get mad more. So, fuck, man. I had the scenario so perfect in my head, but I keep like throwing extra shit out there, which is throwing me off. Say she got so angry to the point where she decided to get figgled. What the hell was I about to say? She was about to get physical. We all know that women, females, are the first to be violent. So, say she gets physical with me for helping her, solving her problems, and she starts hitting on me, and then, like not just like soft hits, like hard as she can hits, like I'm gonna beat your ass, like type of punches or whatever. Um, Now say if I fucking I fucking hit the bitch back because she kept hitting me over and over and over and over, and I've been telling her to stop nonstop. Um, I'm gonna be the one most likely to go to jail because that's fucking female privilege. But see, that's why I also added in the second friend. Now, what if it just depends how the second friend is. If she's gonna take over her regardless, whether even if she was in the wrong, then yeah, I'm fucked. But if she's gonna be one of those balanced out chicks, um, the level-headed chicks, um, it can go either way. You guys might wonder what I mean when I say this. For example, if the second woman that she brought, say she was like fucking in on it or whatever, or she just didn't want to fucking tell her friend, I mean tell the judge the truth because she know her friend could get in trouble. um, that's that's chick number one. Fuck, man, I keep burping, sorry. Excuse me. Now then, chick number two. I might go back to chick number one because I feel like I did a shitty job explaining chick number one. Shit number two. Chick number two. Um, Say the level-headed chick. Um, say she taught says that chick number one, like she actually said saw the things that she saw, like she wasn't completely backing up her friend, like chick number one. Chick number one was the girl who was beating, I mean not beating, yeah, fuck, man. See, now I'm just confusing myself and making myself look like an idiot in front of you guys, the whole world. But I don't fucking mind because I'm trying to make an example. I'm trying to red pill people. So I don't give a fuck how many times I fuck up. Even though my anxiety is telling me to stop, I'm gonna keep making myself do. Um, I'm gonna keep making myself go. So yeah. Chick number one is gonna be the girl that backs up her friend regardless. Even if her friend was in the wrong. So say her friend starts hitting me for helping her solve her problems. Um, and then I get fed up with it and then eventually hit her back. And then she calls the cops and say I attacked her. Her other friend number one would back her up and be like, yeah, he attacked us, he sexually assaulted us, he hurt us. When actuality, they probably, chick number one probably hurt herself just to make it look more convincing and to help her friend. And then chick number two would be the chick that will say say how things are, like how she actually saw the what went down. Like she'll explain to the judge that I was this woman was bitching about. Well, she's not obviously gonna say it the way that I'm saying it, but you know. This woman was bitching about yada yada, and I I helped her, solved her problem, and she got angry and upset. Um, so she she decided to get physical with me and attacking me first, and I I kept repeating that I kept repeating that to tell her stop hitting me, like stop, stop, stop. Like I repeated it over and over and over. Um, but then but then I got physical with her because I got fed up with her hitting me. Men aren't made of iron, by the way. It doesn't matter how weak you are. If you continue to punch a person, I'm just pointing that out there because I know there are women out there that do that. But yeah, men aren't made of steel. If you continue to punch a person, especially if it's in the same spot, yes, it's gonna hurt eventually. Sure, maybe the first two, three, five, 10 hits might not hurt, but eventually, those hits are gonna start to hurt. Um, Maybe 50 hits. I bet your arm would be sore as hell then. Okay, but getting off track. Actually, I'm not off track, but getting back into it. I assaulted that woman and I protected myself because she assaulted me for solving her problems. So, the only question I wonder is if chick number two were to back me up, um, what are my chances of not going to jail? Are my chances 100% because another female said um, that no, this female lied and she did this. Um, she lied about this and she actually did this. Uh, would I would I still fucking do jail time or whatever? That's just what I'm wondering. Because in some fucking gynocentric societies, a scenario like that could happen, and the man still goes to jail, even if say female number two said no, none of that happened, and fucking everything that female her friend said was a lie. I know there are countries out there like that. I bet Australia. I bet it's like that in Australia. Because that's what I hear from a lot of MGTOWs. That Australia is one of the most gynocentric, one of the most feminized countries on the planet. So I myself can picture a scenario like that happening, and the woman getting away with it because she's a woman and he's a man. But my question is, would I fucking not get away, but would I be would I still be thrown in jail, or would that bitch be thrown in jail, or would the whole just thing cancel out and it'd be like as if nothing ever happened? Like I didn't get in trouble for attacking her because she was the attacker and I'm the defender. I am the I'm the victim. So yeah, that was just me asking a quick question to myself. I'll probably answer it once I watch this video. I'm sure you guys will answer it too. But I don't know, man. That's something that leaves my head boggling. Because, we live in a feminized country, but not to, it's not insanely feminized. Not to the point where, like fucking in Australia, um, Most they're trying to fucking get women to join the army. They're trying to advocate women being in the army. But when war breaks out, Australia is fucked. That's all I can say. So if you're an Australian man watching this video in Australia, I recommend you pack your bags and say deuces to everybody and go somewhere else. Um, Hell, if you're Australian man watching this video um, and you're not in that country, uh, I bet you're all fucking happy as hell that you're not in that country anymore. You know, in my blue pill days, when I before I discovered MGTOW, or as I used to say, MGTOW, MGTOW cracks me up. Before that, you know, I always thought about fucking going to Australia and finding a beautiful white Australian woman to be with, because you know one thing always loved about Australian women. I feel like that would go for fucking any man outside of that country or whatever. I feel like that I love Australian women because of their fucking accents, man. It's like shit. So I thought like one day I could move to Australia, hoping I would find fucking a beautiful white Australian woman with like a short Australian woman with like a little nice fat ass, decent sized titties. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I'm not really a titty guy. I prefer the ass over the. I prefer booty over titties, but you know, as long as there's like titties there, if like I can grab something, and I don't really care. But if you're like flat chested, then that's a problem for me. uh, so picky. But then again, women are so picky. They're twice as picky. Um, at least my expectations out of a woman are way different from a woman's um, expectations out of a man. Shit. Like, the only thing I could expect from a woman is the only thing I would have ever expected from a woman is loyalty. Obviously, I would have expected her to take care of my kids, our kids. Um, I would have expected her to feed me, because you know niggas gotta eat, right? And I would expect her to look good for me, stay in shape for me, make sure that ass is nice and round, make sure it's fat, not like fat, but fat. I know what you guys are thinking, like, Jesus, you're an idiot. uh, I'm just being me. That's all I can say. So, like, literally, I have like four things that I would expect from a woman. And your typical average female of today has a fucking long ass list of things that she expects from her man. Yet she doesn't expect her man to have a list of things of her to do. But if he does, um, oh boy, the feminists would fucking lose their mind over this shit. God damn. Men can have expectancies. Men men are supposed to fucking like women for how they are, even if they're 300 pounds overweight, even if they have bad attitudes, even if they do nothing that but fucking bitch and bitch and bitch. Who the fuck wants to be with a man? Not a man. What man wants to fucking be with a woman that bitches all the time? Like, god damn. Um, I think I might make a separate video, like my expectations from a woman, and then like compare them to like your average American typical white girl. And the only reason I'm saying white girl is because, white women are what I'm interested in. I got a little thing for the Asians, but white women. I definitely have no interest in black women, that's for sure. God damn. Black women are way too loud. I'm a quiet guy, so you're like if you're like a female that's always yelling or just loud in general, I'm gonna gravitate away from you, like a magnet. Like, for example, like when you put the two negatives or two positives, I might I've probably got it backwards. But when you put them together, uh, hold on, let me just get my magnet that I'm talking about, because there's certain type of magnets or different types of magnets, and you guys are probably like wondering like what the hell. So hold on, let me get my magnets to make myself feel less of an idiot and to prove a better point and make this video better. So be right back. Okay, so I found them. It took like 3 seconds after I found them. Like after I paused the video. Okay. So here's the bitch. Here's the woman that's always bitching. I mean, here's the woman that's always yelling. That's always bitching, or that's just loud in general. And here's me, right? And here's this is what happens when you fucking when you try to get I try to get close to one of those type of bitches, which I wouldn't. I would avoid those hoes like the plague. But this is how I feel about those bitches. Um, I can't gravitate nowhere near them, no matter how hard I try. Um, it won't happen. I don't see how men out there fucking put up with bitches that bitch all the time just because the simple fact that they look good. Now if I had a woman that was like bitching about, say, non-foolish things, that'd be a different story. Like, for example, say she's always bitching about okay, so I can't really give an example because there is no such thing. Oh, so yeah, okay. I think I might end this video since it's 28 minutes long. It's almost 30. So I'm gonna catch you homies in the next one. Um, I'm gonna be making more. Um, I think I might make a separate video out of what I was just talking about. Not entirely sure, but we'll see. But yeah, this is my whole. This is an example of me making a video, basically an example of freaking females and their fucking privilege, and if they were forced or faced with accountability. Um, I'm trying to think of some other things to say before I leave. But yeah, really, if females were truly faced with accountability, there would be so many women in prison. Just look at the example I gave. I know somewhere out there that this has happened, and that isn't a fucking example that I just made up in my head. Um, I know somewhere around the world that example that I just made up in my head has happened, and if it hasn't happened yet, it's gonna happen soon. Because as more men go their own way, females will become more desperate, and they will abuse their power, yes, but the the smart ones, they know what's up. They know that if they do that, that they're gonna just make more men go MGTOW. So it's like a double-edged sword thing right there. But and if women were faced with true accountability, they would also have. Man, I wonder how overloaded the fucking prisons would be. Like, god damn, so many women get away with um, the amount the fuckery because of the simple fact that they have a vagina. Nowadays, baby plus vagina equals near invincibility. If you're a woman with a baby, if you're a single mom, if you're any good-looking single mom can practically get away with murder just because they look good. And they can just fucking suck off the judge and have sex with them, and he'll be like, "All right, you're free to go, whatever." Or since she just looks good, the simple fact that she looks good, she might the judge might just pay her bill, or just let her, or throw the case out. But yeah, I'll catch you homies in the next one. Deuces.